I'm here with Jesse Cowell, writer, director of Bitch, I'm Early. This seems like a movie that if you don't say it like that, you didn't say the name of the film.
That's right. It's true. That's kind of a test to see who the not the quality of character, but the willingness to say the expletive. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm loving your
So,
background, by the way. Thank you.
oh yeah, yes,
I'm
it's
with you. We're in the same club. Beautiful.
pretty good stuff. So this is premiering at Dances with Films on
Yes.
the 8th,
Yes.
and I'm not familiar, but I guess you got a lot of backgrounds with shorts and just like kind of YouTube vlogs and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah. I was back. I was playing around with internet stuff in like 1999, and then 2002. I put my first or three. I put my first feature online. I had a vlog called Jess Kid TV that started before YouTube. I had my own servers. I would invade chat rooms and be like, "Please watch my film slash," and they'd say, "Please go f yourself slash." I mean, it's horrible, but this is what you had to do to get people to pay attention to you, and it was the Wild West. And then in 2006, we made Drawn by Pain, which basically, got every front page across the web, and what's on iTunes, won a Webby. We're in a textbook about it, and it was just me and Erica Langworthy. She drew 15,000 frames of animation for it. We did the Shawshank go through the tunnel thing because the industry just wasn't really receptive to it. But we saw this as just a wonderful way to reach people and hopefully get better at what we were doing, and kind of been doing the same thing ever since. Just every year, just trying to make a better film and just fight for more audience when we can, and just meet nice people like yourself, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm pleased to hear you say that. But that might change in the
We'll
near
see. We'll see
future.
where it goes. Bitch, it's early.
But where did Bitch I'm Early? Where did this come from? Because this was a really fun short.
Thank you, thank you. It's I do this all day long, which is some absurd idea goes to my mind about something that annoys me. Sometimes it turns into a movie, sometimes it turns into a vlog, and then sometimes it turns into some comment that I wish I didn't say. You never know. For the movie, it was just I've worked in offices. I'm not a fan of some of it. Sometimes you get wonderful people, but a lot of the culture is just like a breeding ground for aggressive and passive aggressive behavior, where because people are competing in an office to get the attention, to get promoted, to get the small perks. I mean, you look at Office Space with the stapler, and it's a perfect example. It's a brilliant film of what can go wrong very quickly. And I hate it, and I hate fakeness, and I hate people who smile when they don't like you, and you can hear it in their voice. And come and they're like, "Hi." We had an office I used to work on. In this, you give her a woman something, and she go, "Thanks." And this lady hates me. She hates me. And it's just like the feeling that you just had to sit there and just listen to it and soak it up. I'm like, this is terrible. This is inhuman. And I'm not saying you need to be nasty, but you just couldn't be yourself. And as an artist, that's like such a trap. So when it came time to make an idea like this, I just imagined for some reason, like everybody's always competing to get to the office early to show each other up. Like, what would happen if one person always was there, and then the other one came in and then said, "Well, bitch, I'm early." And then the idea just starts to spiral from there. And well, who are they? And what is this? And how long would it be? And let me find some cool music. And then that inspires me. And I designed the whole film before I even shot it. So I had stock footage in place of the people. So I knew all the beats. I knew the exact timing of where this would happen. And then I would write within little blocks. I reverse engineered it. Like usually people write a script. I designed the edit, and then wrote a script to fit the edit. And then I had them do all the lines and also improv and then shape it and shift it. If like a certain car would come into the movie, I'd be like, "Yeah, let's do that." Or Jacinia, who's on your right, brilliant actress. Michelle is on your left. I believe your left. Well, my left. But the younger one is Michelle. And Jacinia would say, "Let's say, I see those birds. I want to run through those birds." I'm like, "Okay." Like just being open to other people's creativity really, really, I think supercharges your work. And when you get rid of your own ego and you get out of your own way and you allow your team to help make something great, I think you have a better chance to be successful in the artistic sense.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on like what makes a good short, or like I don't know what's kind of stagnant about shorts, and where can it go, or just kind of just shorts in general, because I'm pretty familiar with feature length. And then I've only seen so many shorts. This one's a really good one because it's
Thank you.
it's concise. It's got a great punch at the end. But I've seen some shorts where it's like, this seems like a scene in a movie, and this isn't. This doesn't feel like a whole piece right now.
Right, right. Well, I mean, there's a lot that can go wrong, and I want to say as many. I think anybody that makes a movie, especially one that took and it wasn't just careless, deserves like an Oscar of their own because it's really difficult, and it's difficult to get anybody to believe in you. So I want to preface any of the sort of more negative point of view with saying that it's a congratulations to them. There are just a lot of levels of people who do this, and it's not innate. It's not like you're born with this level and this person's better or worse. It's earned. It's a craft. You work on it, you try to get better. And so what you're witnessing is things that just the craft isn't there yet. And what they lack a lot of times is moments, right? First, there's a pacing. So if something sits on a moment too long, you feel it. It feels boring. Or if there's no sound design in the background, it doesn't feel real. Or if the acting feels a little stilted or the pacing feels off and the editorial timing is off, it doesn't work. But when it works, it grips you and it grabs you. And that's why the people, most of them working in features, it's the same rules. It's no different. But they have, very talented people who understand audience and understand those moments. It's all moments. What do you feel in the beginning of, not you per se, but you're watching my film? What do you feel from these two characters? Is there something that says, oh, I'm interested, I can relate to? That raises a question. That doesn't feel false. And those that just don't have the right pieces, and I tried to have the best pieces I could to avoid that, right? To have every part as perfect as I could, not just go, the sunset's beautiful because I have the most expensive camera. I don't care about that. I care about what does the audience feel at that moment? Because when you have an emotional connection, either you hate it, you love this character, you want to see what happens next. Those are what I have to get out of an audience. And so I have to feel that first when I'm watching it, when I'm designing, when I'm editing. If I laugh at something, I always pay attention to that laugh. And I laugh again. I'm like, oh, yeah, because that's actually funny to me. And usually if it's funny to you or if I feel afraid, oh, wow, what a moment. And I define every single shot has to have that feeling. And when you don't have that sense of it, or you haven't gotten to the point where you recognize it, and you might not, you'll feel the staleness. And that's why some shorts and some features, they're hard to watch because they're not gripping you. But everybody has their cup of tea. So what doesn't work for me may work for somebody else. And you have to have respect for that as well. It could be a timing thing, could be, and we all have our baggage coming into a movie, right? So you bring your whole life every time you experience a movie. So if you've ever worked in an office and you like absurdist comedies and you like a fast pace, well, this is a great film for you, right? But if you love offices and you like a slow pace and the opposite, it's not. And so you have to have respect for that as well. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, well, yeah. Then answer it, and then went a little further. But I guess to add to that, so you see a short like this seems pretty self-contained. Like you probably take the characters and put them in like a feature length, but this pitch I'm really this is not a feature length. This lives and breathes as a short, I think. But I think there's other shorts where they make them specifically to make the feature length, so the short
Yep.
suffers as a result. And
Yes,
then
agreed.
and then who's going to make the feature length because we didn't like the short, and the reason
Yep.
we didn't like the short is because it wasn't meant to be that.
Makes sense. So
But
okay.
sorry, go ahead.
No, 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 no. If you have a question, please ask.
Oh no, that was it. Just kind of sort of expanding on that. Just
No, I mean,
your thoughts on that.
it needs to be contained. Even if you, so the idea for me is like, I love these characters. And yes, I could see them in a different thing and they may or may not make an appearance in the next thing I'm doing, right? It's fun for me because I'm creating something I hope that's very textured and layered and fun. And I want you to enjoy them so much that you want to see them again. And you want to see where this could go. But as far as their story goes, it concludes. And I think that you have to do that. And I think if you design it just as a sort of sample, well, then you're cheating the audience on the small scale of an experience that feels like it reached some sort of resolutions. I agree with you completely. And so that's why this is designed to be 100% done when it's done, but the characters live on. And that's what's interesting to me.
And where's this gonna? This is gonna be at Dances with Films.
Yeah.
Or do you know where it's gonna live after that, or
I mean, probably
still up in
we'll
there?
see. Probably online, and then there'll be another, and eventually these universes. Hopefully, we get a $5 or $10 million budget to make something really compelling. I'd love to do that, and I'd love for people not have to go to their day jobs and really just show the world. I mean, this is designed as like the ultimate calling card, and hopefully, it works for those that it works for. And it says, well, this team has talent, and we want to invest in the team, and we want to see this thing because it's so entertaining. You give them some real budget, some real time. Imagine what they can do. And that's kind of the goal here. Where it lives, eventually it'll be online and people will be able to enjoy it and share it. We have the trailer out, and yeah, and then you just move on to the next one because the internet has a short shelf life, and then you'll see copies of it on TikTok, and right, I mean, somebody will download it and put their own name on it, whatever. But as long as my actors, these wonderful people are getting that's Jacinia and Michelle and the rest of this wonderful cast, as long as they're getting love for what they did and this makes somebody laugh or brings somebody joy, then I did my job. In the end of the day, that's all there is.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing what else he got, and
Thank you.
'cause I enjoyed this quite a bit. Guess we'll just end on this. Want to get a movie recommendation from you, but like a movie that's like this movie's really good and no one talks about it. I wish more people would see this.
Oh man, there's so many, right? And one I talk about a lot, and a lot of people have seen it, so forgive me. Is Run Lola Run.
Oh, yeah, that's a great pick.
Right. So it's just and it's one of the ones that I would say influences this and sort of that rhythmic boom 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 boom
Yeah.
boom 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 timing and sort of I love things like theme and variation. And I've done that since the beginning of my career many years ago. And it's a masterful use of it. It's a terrific film, and it's just like it's one of those. If you forgot, don't forget. Go take another look at it. I love it.
Yeah, I remember first seeing commercials of that and people like talking about it. I'm like, this just no, this is so stupid. Like
Yep.
I don't get it. And then
Yep.
finally I watch it. I'm like, oh, I get it now.
You're like
This
Manny,
movie's great.
Manny. Amazing, amazing. And the scream, it's like it's the best. It's the best. And I watched it again. I'm like, it's still good. Still good. Has not lost any relevancy.
Nice.
But
Well,
that's somebody who pushes the sorry, that's somebody who pushes the envelope. And I love that. So that's what we're trying to do. So sorry, say your goodbyes, but
oh, yeah.
it had to be said. It had to be said.
Well, hopefully we'll get to talk again in the future. But thanks for joining me, Jesse. And
Thank you, sir.
and congratulations.
Thank you,
As you
sir.
say, these are no easy feats.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.